Welcome to the update on my project. Let me show you. So this is the new and improved antenna that is waterproofed as well. And so previously I had the antenna with, I don't know if you can see this, really small wiring, copper wiring that is inside coax cable. So what's actually inside of this coax cable, and all coax cable, are these little wires, which are copper rods essentially. And so this was too small, so I went and got upgraded to these. And so as you can see here, these are waterproof conduit like blocks, which watertight around the sides here. And so you can see it's waterproofed. And at the bottom here, I also have another one as well. And so you can screw this and it will widen the hole, or you can tighten it and it will close the gap, right? So I had to drill all that in, got the cable running through here, and what's inside of here is actually, let me show you. So what's inside of here is a terminal block with the rods going in, and then you have a positive wire and the shielding, which is in the other side. And so that's going to connect it to the coax cable that you see here. And then I have it gapped with some tape, and then it's cupped inside as well for waterproofing. So this is where the cable is going to go in from the outside. That's going to go to the roof. So this one was already made, and this goes to my other project that's outside for the flight aircrafts. But this one was outside, but it was cut previously by some other technician, so I had to splice it and use one of these to add a new head to it. And then I'll have the computer here and all the other cord equipment when this gets all fixed up here. And so let's go outside. So this is where one goes. That's fallen right now, but I'll put it back up. And so this is the wire that's gonna host the satellite antenna. And so this goes up and over. This was already pre-ran by somebody else. You can see here, all the way to the dish that is up there. But I'm not going to that dish. I'm actually going to go to the one that's on the other side. So my last couple steps is I need to program this microcomputer here. As you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 microcomputers, but this one's gonna be for the satellite. And then after that, I have to go borrow a ladder from somebody somewhere, I don't know, and then go up on the roof, disconnect the coax attached to the dish, remove the dish, attach this antenna there, which I already have adapters to do that. One of these is an adapter. I got this one. So this will attach to the current coax. And so get that going on, get it all mounted, and then test it. So one thing that I don't know if I did right was splicing the coax cable that was already outside and adding a new head onto it. I don't know if I did it right. And I don't have a way to test the connection because I can't get to the other end of the coax without a ladder. So that's going to be possibly my next labor-intensive step. But right now, I gotta do a lot of programming, and that's it's never as easy as documentation says. See you when I get it on the roof. Okay, I'm almost done. So one final steps, I came back on here to do it right the first time here. Antenna, it's a little zoomed in here. And so down here is an LNA, a low noise amplifier. I'm going to put a waterproofing housing on it and then wrap it in tinfoil so that it reflects some sunlight. I might not do much, but at least it's something. But so I gotta put this on. I'll let you know. Okay, so let's take a look. We have the antenna here. We have cabling. It's good for now. That's where the LNA is, wrapped in tinfoil, so that it reflects some heat. And that's the cabling, and everything's all tightened up, ready to test it out. So we'll go back inside and see what it looks like from the side of the house. And so, as you can see, that's what it looks like. And so That's what used to be on it. Took that thing off, threw it off the roof. They have like 4 satellites. I have this one, and then one right there. Why so many satellites? What's going on? All right, see you later. Okay, so I'm back inside to test it all. And so I have it hooked up to my MacBook. The goal of this test is just to see if it has reception and if it can pick up anything. If it doesn't, it's a problem. But if it picks up signal, then we're good. And then that LNA that I showed you earlier has it could be powered 2 different ways. One is by the device, the dongle, and the other one is by like a micro USB. But to activate it, you have to write a special set of code. It's called a bias T, which provides power through coax. Here is the bias T. It with the software. Sometimes it's kind of sketchy and it doesn't work, and sometimes it does. I just don't know what I'm doing, I guess. So we're about to test that. Okay, so this frequency is the National Weather Service frequency. So let's take a look. So there's signal, which is good. And then if we enable bias T, it should get a lot more clear. We have signal. So that's how good that low noise amplifier is when I uncheck this, you barely pick anything up. But when I check it, it's way better. And so the coax cable that I'm using is like RG41, 20 decibel loss per 30 feet, and I don't know how much this is. So the signal loss is definitely quite a bit. So the amplifier, the closer it is to the antenna, the more it boosts the signal when it gets there. So if I had it inside, then the signal loss would be after the boost. Right now the boost is before the signal loss, or after the signal loss. I don't know. That's what everyone told me to set it up. And so step is to hook it up to the Raspberry Pi, and then tonight see if I get any satellite images. I'll check in later tonight.